My name is Lloyd, Gawura, Hornsby. I'm a Yuin Aboriginal from the southern coast of Australia. I've been creating art since I was a young boy. Painting, carving, sketching, it's how I've always told stories. This new exhibition, Coming Home, is deeply personal. It's about family, about connection, about legacy. It centres around my grandmother Eleanor Hoy, a strong Aboriginal woman who lived through hardship but never lost sight of a better future for her children. Ellen's journey began in Eden, where her father, James Ahoy, and family worked in the whaling industry. A tough life, but full of pride and skill. For generations, the Yuin people of Twofold Bay benefit from the natural hunting strategies of the local killer whale. It was believed that the whales provided food for the tribes, that the whales were reincarnated spirits of warriors past. My name is Gawura, meaning whale in Yuin language. I choose this spirit name in honour of my grandmother, Eleanor Hoy. In 1917, Ellen and her family moved inland to Delcouth near Stanthorpe. On arrival, Ellen changed her identity to a Māori, a Kiwi, to avoid the stolen generation policy of the day. And that's where the heart of this story lives. I spent my early years living with Ellen and visiting regularly as I grew older. Stanthorpe is part of me. Through this work, I'm coming home. I don't paint on location, I paint from memory, from stories passed down, from what I know and what I've learnt in university. Every dot, colour and brushstroke, they carry generations of strength, resilience and love. At 78, I'm still learning. Our culture, our history, our truths, they're alive in us. This series is not just about looking back, it's about honouring those who walked before us and showing the path forward. Coming Home is my tribute to family, to culture, and to the enduring power of story. Great-grandfather was Chinese and great-grandmother was a Yuin Aboriginal woman from Braidwood. I combine contemporary and symbolism, in the main using a stick with acrylic paint, layering images with dots to create a 3D effect. The image depicts the history and the areas from where James Ahoy, my great-grandfather, and many others came from to settle in Australia. Imagery of the Great Wall of China, the rice fields, boats on the Yangtze River, a temple and housing, featuring the terracotta soldiers together with the burial mound of China's first emperor. I have endeavoured to capture the landscape beauty, history and traditions of the Chinese people and the wonderful culture our early settlers brought to Australia. The base of the painting shows the start of James Ahoy's journey to Australia, being connected to the rainbow serpent. James Ahoy, my great-grandfather, arrived in Braidwood around 1885 and registered a gold mine. The Chinese miners were viewed by large sections of the society with suspicion and racism. This piece of art represents the new beginnings. The painting shows a widespread connection between Chinese and First Nation people. The Chinese arrived in Australia by boat, some settling in the north, working in the pearl diving industry. Ellen Demestre's family was heavily involved in whaling on the south coast of New South Wales around Twofold Bay. The painting depicts the whale migration up the east coast of Australia into the Great Barrier Reef. James Ahoy turned to farming due to the persecution on the goldfields. Throughout the centre of Australia, I have identified Uluru and Katajuda, where the First Nation people have lived for 30,000 years. The Central Australia landscape on which Uluru and Katajuda are is believed to have been created at the beginning of time by ancestral beings. The image connects to the Permaloo National Park, located in the Kimberleys of Western Australia, covers almost 240,000 hectares of remote area managed as wilderness. It includes the Bungle Bungle Ranges. The bottom of the painting highlights the activities of the Chinese on settlement with gold and opal mining, and also working in vineyards. I have included the image of a Chinese octopus. Published in Sydney 1986, the Chinese octopus is grip on Australia. This cartoon was used as a form of propaganda against Chinese immigration. Both paintings are linked with the rainbow serpent as part of the Aboriginal dreaming.